Sterring, picture them important. Is Sterring, they're Black Sterring.
Hey, I'm Kunta.
And I'm Peta.
Welcome to Black Sterring Radio, a podcast where we dissect TV shows, films, music, and culture
To ask how black women are represented and seen on screen.
Yay!
Hello, welcome.
Welcome back, guys.
How's
welcome
it?
back.
I hope
It's been
you're
a
warm.
while. I know, weather update.
Wherever you are.
Let's just get into the weather update.
If you're in this
hey?
country, I hope you're warm.
Wow, like
very
it's
cold.
been cold. It's been cold. And it's always the argument of like, was this winter colder than the last one? The way people experience like cold weather
I
is
think it
interesting.
is.
It feels like it is. Hey?
Well, winter started early.
Was
I
it just
feel-
because the go?
No,
I don't know. Hey?
I mean, we skipped autumn this year. Like,
yeah,
didn't
we
really
did,
have an autumn.
and a bit of summer. I
So
feel like we
it
also
just-
were
we
robbed of a summer.
Skipped. There's been more rain than there ever has been. It usually doesn't rain in winter.
In
and now
winter,
it is,
I don't
so
get it.
it's
I don't get that, and then it makes
a
it
bit
so
weird.
cold.
It makes it colder than
Yeah,
it
there
needs
was
to
a
be,
morning
so.
where it rained, and then the
Many
whole
cold
day
fronts.
was
Yeah.
like, oh gosh, if you don't have heating, and the people, like we were just saying, the people living in the streets, man, it is strength to you. Anyways,
Anyway,
how are you? I love
how's it
this. These
going?
cornrows are so
Thank
pretty.
You. Thank you. I
love them so
Shout out to you in
much.
Crown. Thank you. Yeah, I haven't done
like cornrows,
corners with my own hair without
Yes, because that's a thing. hey?
extensions and whatever in a while. Yeah,
Because
so
I
it's
know,
nice.
I know the girlies put them under their wigs these days. They just do a
They're
cornrow
now called wig
situation.
lines, which is kind of crazy, but that's a story for a different.
Like cornrows used to be the hairdo, guys.
Yeah.
Please ask
I think
Alicia
they
Keys.
still
Is
are.
Alicia Keys still actually even? No, I don't think she is. No, she's got like a whole.
No, she has sew ins.
Yeah, she's got a whole thing going.
But she
on
did
with
go
them.
through a phase.
She did.
It
She
was a
actually.
phase.
I feel like she was like legendary on that scene. Like
100%. Even on the
rah.
men's side, like Allen Iverson.
True, absolutely. Maxwell.
D'Angelo's and Maxwell.
Yes, cornrows
cornrows.
are beautiful, and these are beautiful. They're a lovely, like
Thank you.
vintage throwback hairstyle. 90s,
Yeah, like-
giving us some 90s.
I never do this many patterns. But I'm
Yeah,
not
the
mad at it.
patterns.
It's
are what I
fun. They
love.
always
I
would, like,
love the
give us brazzle dazzle. I was like,
yeah,
you know
and
what?
the
Why not?
beadwork and
Sure.
the bedazzlement. I love them.
Yeah. Thank you.
Cool. Yeah. Okay. So we are back with a, another installment, but it is the first one. But yeah, another installment of the Black Sterring Awards episode. Wow. Yay.
Yes, so we're officially doing this.
We're officially
on the
doing
record.
this.
We've
We
mentioned
are.
it a few times.
We have. Yeah. And
But yeah, now we're finally
this is the episode. But should we jump
getting
into
the
content
groove.
first
Yes.
quickly before?
Yes. Okay, yeah, I don't mind going.
Yeah. You can go.
Okay, content. I finally went to Kids Love Jazz.
Oh yes, where are
I've
they
missed
having?
it several times.
Kids Love
Finally
Jazz,
got around
guys.
to it by Nairobi.
Put us
It
on.
was at the playground in Brum.
Okay, of course. Yes,
Yeah, so there was quite a few
yes.
things happening this long weekend for the youth, I guess.
Oh yes, it was Youth
As a Youth
Day.
Day weekend, yeah, there were a lot of things happening.
Oh man.
So yeah, it was nice.
It was actually.
It was Tandozite, Kujenga, Andile Yanana, who else? Yeah, like the Ubuntu Collective. Yeah, like they had quite a few
at the playground
people.
there.
Yeah,
eh?
DJs in between. It was really nice. Yeah, I hadn't been
Nice.
before, so it was actually really cool.
At the playground upstairs by where they've
yes, by Brum. That used to be
the market there.
Neighbor Goods.
Yeah, neighbor
All of
goods,
the
I
neighbors
think.
named
I know, hey.
Neighbor Goods.
Gets
Yes,
me
it
as
used to
well.
be Neighbor Goods, but they're opposite what is not Great Dane, but is Mama Kashaka and
I
Fred
know.
on Jita's
Yeah.
Street.
Brum
Avenue.
has gone through a whole facelift.
But yes, yeah, there.
yeah.
It was there, and then Sunday was Friends of Jazz by Jazz
Okay.
Cult. So Jazz Cult is like a collective based in Cape Town.
Yeah.
So they usually do pop-ups and different events. That side, whether it's Elanga or in town at Baby in different areas. So they did a pop-up on Sunday at Neighborhood.
I see.
Yeah, with like a few DJs like Just Temba, Natty Nice, and Frank
nice.
Apollo. Yeah.
Just
So that was also cool to have like a nice
party.
Bantu Records was also selling there, and there was a market, and there was like Kylie Chawan. Yeah, so it was a nice like music-filled weekend. Even on Friday, I saw the Muffins. Haven't seen the Muffins in a decade.
I know that.
I've not seen them in like 10 years.
Have they been even around? Like,
no, they haven't released music in 10 years either. So it was like
they've been sitting down.
The first performance.
Okay, the Muffins.
Yeah, but they're
10
still
years later.
Really good.
Wow.
I was a bit nervous.
Life happens.
No,
a lot happens in 10 years.
For sure.
Yeah.
Grown men for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I was a bit nervous because I was like, what is this?
What are we listening to?
10
Yeah, are we listening to then?
I was like an intern when I first watched the Muffins. I last watched the Muffins. So I was like, I don't know. Is it still good? Do they still have it? Because when it's been that long, you just don't know. You just don't know. You just don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a friend of mine was like, no, Giga is still good. So he's like the drummer. Yes, he's the drummer. Beautiful voice. I mean, they all met in choir at school and then decided to start a band, which is quite cool. But they were still really, really, really good. Did a bunch of covers, did songs from their album. Yeah, it was nice. So it was part of a Hidden Space. There's this page called Hidden Space. So they do concerts in weird places all over Joburg. So like it was at 86 Public in Randburg.
Oh, I see 86 Public. I don't mind 86 Public.
Yeah, I was like, haven't been here in a long time. But hey, why not?
Cool space for performances.
I went to
stuff.
Another thing to see my nana. Wow, sometime back in like Greenside. So they keep like moving around, I guess.
It's the thing again of venues in Joburg.
Yeah.
It's venues. You have to, especially for live music, like venues can be such a they're a bit of an obstacle, hey? Because some venues like your Untitles and your Forges and Brahm, like some venues are good for live, some are just tough for live. Especially like that's why I ask about Brahm, Play Brahm, because it's like upstairs out there,
Yeah, I think
the sound, because siyakhala ngesound, hey? Siyakhala ngesound.
Good.
Yeah?
The sound was actually good. I'm trying to think. Okay, for Tando Zite, I was standing way too close to the speaker. So I know my ears were like and those giant tall speakers that are like
and sometimes it's nice to stand by the speaker.
I did not
not always.
My ears were like,
excuse me.
So I had to we moved backwards, but the sound was actually pretty
good. Okay, cool.
So even if you're on the top level at the back, then you can still hear pretty well. And you still had a good view. It was just around. Yeah, no, the sound was good.
Okay.
I didn't have complaints. The Muffins, there were some things, but I think, because when the people on stage are like,
oh yeah,
enjoying the
when they can't hear themselves. Yeah.
Okay. But they fixed it. I mean, in fixing it, they ended up doing like an a cappella of Simpiwe Dana. So like, no.
And I love a cappella. I love a cappella.
Yes, it worked out for us.
But we all need to shh.
Yeah, so everyone kept quiet and they were like, okay, we're checking that all the speakers are on.
Yes.
Because there's 6 of them. Six of them. Yeah, so it's like tenor.
Shout out the Muffins.
Whatever. Hey. Yeah, but they've got it. Yeah.
Wow.
So it was a cool music-filled weekend. Yeah.
Oh, nice. That sounds wonderful.
The content.
Like the whole
it was nice.
cocktail of music. Yeah.
Very mixed cocktail.
Yeah. And it was a nice long weekend. We love a long weekend in South F.
Love a 4-day
South. It becomes like a festive thing. Like people are taking their leaves, taking vacations. Some are getting married. Some are getting
married.
Like it's always a reason to do some sort of event. And I love us for it. I love us for it. Like we really pack so much into those long weekends. But my content is so June 16. Yeah, we just come back from June 16 and watched a very important docu called Uprise, and I think people know it by Sfiso Kanyile. So it's wonderful documentary filmmaker, guys, from just around the way, really good. And he made this archival docu in 2017. So it's been on, I know they air it around June 16 times, like I believe they've aired it on SABC, maybe on streaming platforms, I can't be sure. But we went for a screening with Afrovisionary.
Oh, nice. Where was the screening?
It was at African Freedom Station. I don't know if you know it. It's in Sophia Town. So it's this lovely arts space, community arts space, trying to kind of get community arts and community education, just get the community gathered in that space. So it was a lovely curated event around Youth Day, community, creative spaces, and like the screening of what happened. And this is actually like this documentary is actually so, because it is sort of firsthand accounts from people who were there, kids who were there, like, and you watch it back and you're like, it was children, guys. It was children in June 16. Hey, it was babies fighting. One of the I forget names, but yeah, one of the teachers, one of the students who was there, one of the students, because they're all grown now, describes this like moment where one of the students, like I think 13 or 14 or 16, just kids, they start this uprest, and then cops come around and they start kind of like threatening students, and it becomes a whole thing because it was a peaceful protest, and cops came through and made it into a violent thing. So she describes this boy who goes and kind of says something to a black cop. We don't know what he says, but the cop gets upset and kind of chases him away. He comes back, does the same thing. So this is like an account of her just looking. So she doesn't know what the conversation is between this young boy and this cop. But this boy is kind of poking this cop, and this cop gets upset. Does it the third time, and the cop shoots this kid in the head. And that was that was then the moment when it was like, oh shit, this is like really bad now. They're killing the children, and the teachers come out to save this body, and there's like a loud sort of speakerphone from the I guess the cops in these vans saying, don't touch that body, it belongs to the state now. So just such a those documentaries where you're just like, oh, guys,
it's not
our parents,
and it really was our
So
parents. We're not. It's not.
That's why they
it's not that far removed. It's literally a generation up.
Yeah, it's our parents.
Yeah,
it's
so
our
we're
parents.
not. And whether or not people were into it or not, they all remember the day.
Yes, because it's like all these like accounts of people in KZN, in Pretoria, in the Cape, who then kind of gathered and organized, and all student bodies, children coming together to support, and there were killings everywhere. So it wasn't just a Soweto uprising.
Yeah,
I guess it was sparked there, or then it kind of grew throughout the country of kids. Yeah, so this docu is just it's so difficult to watch these docus and not get so upset. You get, because it's such a visceral thing. It's like, oof. And the archival material is just. Yeah, and the question is always like, so what are we fighting for today? when the kids were literally in the front lines, like fighting, how can
people were ready to die?
Yeah, they really were. Hey, they really were, and it's
very sobering. Even how, and I find it interesting. Like, it sounds like such a tough but necessary watch is like a documentary.
It's one of those.
As a lot
should
of them
be in the curriculum as well.
It has to be
they've tried
the same way we've tried to. Because I still I still like that Sarafina is part of that because I know that the play was re-released. Yeah, like for this
at Joburg
this weekend.
Theater,
Yeah. But it also always plays around this time as well.
And it just Sarafina,
and it's so beautiful, but also so heartbreaking.
Yeah. So heartbreaking.
It's not a happy movie.
Yeah, it is a happy movie.
It is, but it's
also
really
tragic.
It's very
like
tragic.
The tragedy. But that's just also what you pick up in the docu, in the real life, the joy of the kids, because kids.
Yeah, because
apparently they started it because they didn't want to write, because it was a whole thing against Afrikaans. I get it. It was like, we're not wanting
education.
to, and Bantu education. We're not trying to be taught this kind of education in this language. No, it's not fair. And it was supposed to be exams. And the kids were like, no, we don't want to write these exams. And then that was the primary strategy. It was like, no, let's create this kind of chaos so we don't write these exams. But then it became about like more than just like ranking school.
Yeah.
You know, like, and you realize that kids, you know, like that it is that juxtaposition of just joy and mischief and like misbehaving kind of childlike behavior, and like this tragedy that children had to go through. So that's my content.
It was wrong.
It was wrong.
It was wrong.
It was
and
wrong,
kids, because like there's a lot of things that all of us saw in school to various degrees that we knew was not okay.
Yeah. And you also think about yourself in high school, where you were just like, you know, you would back chat and you'd be like, no, I can't. Hey?
This is, I mean, the way
like, I can't. Hey?
I mean, I know for us being policed about like, not being able to speak your languages at school. So that put in the pink slip,
Zulu.
the fact that they put that in the pink slip. So we had pink slips, which were like everything you could get a demerit for.
Yes, I remember the pink slips.
So whether it was chewing gum, whether you were late, whether you didn't have homework. The fact that was a line item on a pink slip is insane.
Yeah, guys.
And then also the constant policing of hair. I wouldn't have been able to do this hair in school.
Listen, hey?
Because our code of conduct said like, what did it say? It said something like it had to resemble a cornfield, like in vertical lines, which is insane to write in a code of conduct. But it was so specifically like policing.
Silencing.
Yeah,
erasure.
like dreadlocks were not allowed. Like there were so many things that weren't allowed that were weird.
That was weird, hey? And
you could only do certain things after matric dance.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, you can do a weave, whatever. But even then, it's like there's one term of school left.
Yeah.
So you can do it right at the end.
And it's just why
in October.
Why police us that way? Like that was just like the hair thing was also just. I remember what's her name, Zuleika.
Oh
like it's. I mean, we fought. Hey, that's one thing about us. Hey,
that's
South
one thing about the youth. People who fight.
Hey, the spirit of the youth. Oh, long live the youth. Long live the youth. As I move on to the other side, I'm like, I will forever be a youth.
But I can still be in Ed's Youth League. So I'm not quite out. Not that I am in Ed's Youth League, but I still apply. I'm not 35 yet.
But have you seen people in the ANC Youth League are not youths. I just have to be honest.
People in ANC aren't youths, period, which is part of the problem. Because we need this pass the baton.
We need to so then we post
and just
we're in the post democracy of it all, and it's like
like pass down the leadership properly.
Yeah,
I don't think as a party they've been as good at doing that.
Listen,
I mean, I don't know if any party's been good at doing that, to be honest.
This is true.
Because Helensville is still...
Yeah. And I heard on the radio just on my way here that she may be coming to Josie.
I scream. Scream! The thing about it is...
away to South Africa.
The DA did not fix Cape Town. I'm sorry. They fixed half of Cape Town. I'm sorry, just the drive for the airport alone.
Sobering.
Come on. You didn't fix the whole city.
Yeah.
You're very selective about which
your
parts
favorite
you wanted
spots.
to fix.
Yeah.
So.
And it's the foreign influence in Cape Town as well. It's like You know, there's always a comment about Cape Town not being a city in South Africa, just being its own little.
I mean, we do joke
oasis.
about that and call it the colony.
Yes,
or like
exactly that.
Say what people say they're going to Europe, but they're in Cape
because
Town.
Literally it is Europe. It is absolutely Europe, and it is also one of the most beautiful places in the world.
It is. 100% it is.
In the world.
But what we need to do, like Europe,
Yes.
like other countries, make international people and visitors pay for a visa.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm so sorry because we have to pay to go to other countries.
I know, absolutely.
But everybody can come here for free. Like, why can everybody come here for free? But we must pay to go there. Can we?
It then becomes a whole thing
tourism.
Of like, yeah, now the departments in the government, because
feed that money back into fixing parks, into fixing public national areas,
and having like those kind of boundaries. I think it's important, man. Come on, it's not fair.
A bit of a free
and it's
all.
Like, it is. It is, you know, and sadly, a lot of Black people, a lot of people who actually should be experiencing Cape Town have never experienced the beauty of Cape Town. They've never. And poor people, it's not just Black people, it's like poor people of color in this country have not really experienced the beauty
of the country.
Of this country.
Yeah.
You know?
Because, I mean, in that way, sadly, spatial apartheid, you can still see
because
it.
Pretoria is also gorgeous. Like, no one ever talks about
beautiful.
how...
Come on, Pretoria! I come from Pretoria.
Rep your hometown, girl. It's your moment. Like, Pretoria is also an underrated beaut.
And like, it's busy enough, but also relaxed.
Yeah, Cape Town, Pretoria doesn't get into the drama. It doesn't, you know.
But we can still be festive, you know, but it's not.
Because it's also always hot.
It is always. Listen, that 3 degrees of extra warmth really does make a difference.
Makes a diff, hey.
In winter, it's great. In summer, it is unbearable.
I mean, that it's like so hot. Scorching
in an oven.
Scorcher. I love a scorcher.
Yeah, but love Pretoria.
Love Pretoria. Okay. We've done it.
Getting into the awards.
Yes. Okay, finally.
So, we're going to split this. We have most of our categories for movies, series.
Yes.
That we've condensed.
Yes.
And then we have a few in the music category.
Yeah, we have.
So very tough decisions.
Yeah, let's
just like. But but we can set the tone for how we decided. So for mostly series and some movies, we looked at our own Black Sterring Test.
Yeah. There's a bit of a criteria.
Yes.
You know, have we got complexity? You know, mostly.
Yeah. Do we have the full range of emotion?
Yes. Do we, you know, we're foregrounding Black characters. Of course, it is Black femme. We're trying, you know. And you realize actually going through this list and going through awards, because it actually is not that easy. It's difficult. Respect to all the adjudicators and the clever people who are in the background.
And people in the room who have to decide.
Yeah, it's not an easy process. It's actually quite a political process. But yeah, you know, you realize how much there isn't like a lot of women still.
Yeah.
Still struggle to find women and femmes in these important roles, but we've corralled the best that we can. Yeah, we have.
Yeah, so we did look at that. Everything from like, even shows that don't necessarily play into stereotypes that really push and interrogate.
Yeah, we have.
Culture and how we are, and just tap into the human experience in a really nice way.
Yeah. And just shows that did really well. Like,
that we liked watching.
Because that's important.
As much as we can talk crap.
Not enjoyment is important.
Yeah, some people are doing a good job.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
So I'll just start us off then. Best veteran actor.
Zing, zing.
We've got some South Africans in this role because in this category because I think So we've got Themba Ndaba who I think we all know from The Queen as the crazy uncle. But
everyone has one.
the crazy potty-mouthed uncle. But yeah, he's been on Generations. He's been on there was that like he's actually I don't know if it was his first ever role, but like one of his earlier roles was him as a gay man, like playing a gay, like a flaming gay in the salons, you know, and he was really good at that when they were portraying gays as, you know, that way. He was really good at like doing the flamboyant gay. Like, and he's got quite a range. He's got quite a range of characters that he's played. Yeah, so it's Tembandaba, Tina Chakla,
Oh,
please,
love her.
Priscilla, who's also on a lot of What's on Zanti Magic and What's on Showmax today.
Yeah.
She's
Now and then Netflix.
yeah, Netflix as
the
well.
disaster
Hey?
holidays and things. And
Yes,
yeah, like,
yes. She's
she'll be
on.
around.
So legends, Clementine Mosimane, who is on the recently released Sabbatical. It's a homegrown movie directed by Karabo, created and directed by Karabo Lediga, and yeah, she's also in the sort of in the level or the range of your Nandi Nyembes and your So Legends, right?
Mhm.
And then Linda Sebezo, who was on Lockdown, who was also on Greed and Desire, who was on Isbaya. Wonderful, powerful woman. My gosh, like, and she's hilarious as well, you know, which I think we're good at as South Africans as well, our own little brand of humor. But yeah, those are our veterans.
Wait, there's one I forgot.
Is there?
I forgot to write it down. So
It's
that's on
okay.
me.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Selo
Please.
Make.
How can I forget about Archie?
Archie Moraga. But he's been in everything. He's been in Blood and Water.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
been in The River.
Yeah.
He's been in The Queen.
Yeah.
So good at like comedy, but also
Yeah.
drama. I've
Yeah.
seen him in a play.
Yeah, he's wonderful at theater.
Excellent at
excellent.
theatre.
He is
Hey.
actually like, I mean, debatably better on theatre because even his acting
yeah.
on screen is very theatrical. So I feel like he is quite like a thespian. Like he's
Oh,
one
he's
of
such a
those, like,
thespian.
he's wonderful,
He's a thespian
wonderful
vibe.
on stage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
like
he's
those.
so good.
Absolutely, Salome.
Also, I do love seeing him in comedy
Yeah,
now and then
because he is
just
hilarious.
yeah,
man.
like does it so seldomly. But
Yeah, he does. Yeah, absolutely. Okay,
That's my vid. Okay,
alrighty.
next category we have best local actor.
Yes. Woo.
Okay, so we're gonna start. Everybody's man. Temi Nkosi.
Yeah. I mean,
Everybody
gosh.
loves him from adulting to
Listen,
Shaga.
To Shaga,
A
hey?
strong, strapping, leading man.
Yes.
He's been in so many things.
Strapping.
He's a
And
strapping
yes,
gentleman.
yeah, he is. He
Look at
absolutely
him.
is. Look at him, guys.
What
He
a
has
handsome
been. What a
man.
handsome hunk. He
And a
is a
beautiful
definition of a
chocolate man.
hunk. And actually, like, I've actually even added him on our other category, but he's actually really good as an actor. Like, even
Yeah,
on
he is.
adulting,
he's
he really
good.
does like own the room.
Oh,
He's got
as Bonga.
presence. Yeah,
He was
and
like Grootman of
he
the
was
group.
Grootman, you know. I feel like he was the Beyonce
He definitely
of the
was.
group. Yeah, you know, and
Yeah, because he made me so angry at certain points.
yeah, he did. And his
Oh.
because adulting was also great, guys. I
Yeah.
feel like the last
Yeah,
season
no.
was
That was good.
so great. I think I'm
I'm
love to
upset,
talk about
though.
adulting's last
I'm
season.
sad though.
Yeah, that
We should talk about adulting.
But they just killed it, hey?
Yeah, and apparently it was due to funding, which is quite unfortunate.
Oh yeah.
Because I feel like they could have pushed another season.
Yeah, you know, and they killed off.
Ziggy.
You know when you kill off a
Ziggy.
character, you know.
Yeah, they can't come back.
I mean,
now. It's
honorary
too
mention
weird.
to that guy as well. He was really good.
Yeah.
The man who played Tiki Tiki. Don't have his name, but like, so good as well. Like, oh wow, yeah, they really the last season was it was so good. Like
Very
ending on a
strong.
lovely note there. Adulting. Yeah, but
Although the death, I'm still like, why?
yeah,
Why did
it
you do
didn't
that?
make sense.
Why?
It didn't make.
And he was literally stabbed in the heart.
Oh my
Come
god.
on.
Yeah,
Just like
he'll never come
not
back.
being stabbed by minkies. Okay.
I know, right?
I'm gonna this is gonna make me
Minkies.
get on a whole tangent.
Listen, by your it would be the person
Scorned
that you
lover.
trust, hey? Enemies turn to lovers, right? I actually haven't finished it. I still want
You
to
have to
finish it
finish
because
it,
everyone
because it
is
goes
just like,
unhinged.
ah!
But also I don't think
But also
They were like that toxic couple.
Yeah.
And I think he liked toxic women. Like,
absolutely.
because even
that's
his
his
ex,
life.
his baby mama who ended up passing.
Yes.
But Minky's
also how she
they were
died
very,
as well.
very, very toxic together. Where it's like, even when someone's trying to be chill, the other person is trying to pull them back into chaos. So I don't think it worked. And then he liked Halle Berry, his the therapist.
Yes, he did fall in love with the therapist.
Yeah, so he wanted to leave.
And I love that trope. I love that
he wanted to leave
that.
Minky for her, and Minky just went.
Excuse me, you're not gonna.
I mean, he was also very mean to her, but that's still not an excuse for her to kill him.
Yeah, no, it's not. Nothing
like,
is
get it together,
an
girl.
excuse, but it is that like, yeah, like it is an interesting trope to use, like lovers killing each other. It is quite
so Shakespearean.
It is. It's like whoa. Wow, and then they killed each other, and then you're
not gonna be with me, not gonna be with anybody.
Yeah, you're not. I mean, Sinners also gave us that. You're
like,
not.
I'll see you in hell.
Yeah.
Save me a seat. Like, it's
we going, me and you. We going. Okay. Wiseman Mncube, who was on Shaga. He was I forget, but please, let's go with the people's names. The character that he played on Ushaga, and he's usually like a villain, very terrifying villain. So I feel like
he does villain well.
He does villain pretty well, and I feel like it's
he was Stella as well.
Yeah. He was. Hey, he was, and he was a villain on that as well. He was on The Wife, the first wife.
Oh, the wife definitely got a little bit weird.
Yeah, the wife got pornographic. Is that the word?
That could be one of the words. But it just but sometimes you can tell when they've changed the writer's room.
Yeah,
unfortunately, like,
and pandering. It's a thing of pandering, like. And it's always the debate of like first season of any new thing is wonderful, you know, and then they get the attention. That's what they call it, hey? Because you get the attention and you get the money and you get the, you get the eyes and you get the sponsorship deals and you get the tweets and the trends. And then now, what are we doing?
Do something weird.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, the wife shame. And they gave us also Bonko Koza.
Yes. Putumdala.
No,
it's not.
It's the younger guy.
Yes, he's the younger one.
And who is on Itonga now, which is apparently really doing well. Shout out to Cheza as well for that. But yeah, Bonko Koza is also doing well on the scene. So, he's in the category as well. Moving on.
Did we miss somebody?
Did we miss anybody?
Mondli. Yes.
Mondli Makoba.
Yes, he's Butomdala.
Yes. What do you think of his acting though? Let me know. Because it's also like, this is also just, it's a category of best, but it's like acting styles are different, I guess. But like his acting is always,
all of their
because he was also on
different.
Shaga as well. I think he did well on Shaga as well. So he's good.
Yeah, he knows how to like
be solemn.
Yeah, but I think he's also good at like scene stealing vibes.
Yeah,
like he knows how to pull. He has strong presence. He knows how to pull you.
Yeah, like
in the screen.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, you can, like, those people you can feel in the room.
Yeah,
like you can feel him in a scene
that he has walked into. That's why they call him Putumdala. He's got that aura, like he's got that, and that's
not a lot of people have that.
Not a lot of people have that.
You could call it BDE, but like not a lot of people have it.
BDE, that's the big dick energy. Yeah. Okay. Yes, that's true.
You could.
That's an energy.
Yeah, but there's a presence.
A presence.
Yeah. Okay, best
actresses.
Local actress.
Of course.
We have Kanye Bao.
Yes, our favorite.
Yes.
Transformative queen. Right?
Yes.
Yeah. Kanye Bao, absolutely.
Yeah, she's really good.
I love her because she has really moved from here to there. Hey, like she's
all the way to there.
Yeah, because she started out as kind
Presenter.
as a presenter.
Yeah,
right?
it's a
But she represents
personality. And now she's like,
and I love how she still she went into acting very intentionally, very like, I'm gonna try this and I'm gonna do my best. And she's really like good at like, she's a student almost of the craft, and you can tell like she's so committed to acting as someone who doesn't come from the background. Do you know what I mean? Like, because it's a thing where you come from. Because she's worked alongside real she's a real actor, but she's worked alongside people who are professional in the craft, and she's kind of been a student in it, and she's done well. Yeah, she's done well.
She has done well.
She really has.
She's done. Yeah, because even now I'm like, damn, yeah, she was even in like Happiness is a Four-Letter Word. She's been in quite a few. She has quite a good
and she's
showreel of things.
She's natural on there.
Yeah.
Great. I love Kanye so much. I actually really adore her. Even just as a personality. Like, she
still
gives me Rahana as
well. I
well.
feel like that era with her and Bonang and like
that
era
absolutely.
Of like presenters' personalities or whatever. Yeah.
Gorgeous girls and they know
Gorgeous
it.
Girls.
Gorgeous girls and they know it,
They were on live. Was it live? It was live.
Kanye was on live?
No, she might not. No, I think Bonang was on live.
Bonang, oof, the girl B.
Live was a whole other thing.
Standiwe Khoroge, who, I mean, seasoned actress out here. First met her on Generations when she was playing Zinzi and Zolega. The twins, which I always find interesting for actors to play
two people,
she's been on all sorts, and she's also been recently on Shaga Ilembe. That's actually coming back.
It should be back now.
Is it back on screen? Yes, 13th of June it was. Yes. So Standiwe Khoroge, I love her so much. Yeah, she just characterizes mom, black woman, but like there's a gentle power to her that she does real well. She's a natural as well.
Dawn Tandeka King.
Yes, love her, man.
Yes, Lockdown.
Yeah, Lockdown. Yes. Yeah. Even on Nushaga. Powerful
and she's
voice.
A musician as well. Yeah.
Yes, is she?
Yeah, that's what Google says.
And I mean, I absolutely believe it. She's so intriguing. I love her so much. Gail Mabalane, listen.
Gail.
Kabza's girl. Listen, I love her so much. That's she's also just so versatile, and she's in the Unseen.
Yes, in Unseen, which she was also in Blood and Water.
Yes!
Having to deal the stress of pulling.
She was the mom.
She was the mom.
She was the tortured,
she was fighting for her life.
Wounded mom.
The grieving, wounded mom, but also who had Tapelo as a side piece.
Yes, she was complicated.
As a baby Zeri.
Yeah,
like they made it complicated. Yeah. I hate that wig that they put on him though.
Yeah.
They speak to Tyler Perry. I hated that wig.
Yeah.
Why did they? They gave him like a dread cap. It was weird.
Yeah,
it's like a beanie, and then there were dreadlocks just hanging.
Oh no,
it's not good. It was not good.
Costume art department
was not good.
Yeah.
Also for me, I'm like, I mean, they didn't have to.
Yeah,
there are different ways to say I'm an artist than the hair,
than the dreadlocks.
I don't know.
Like
it felt too
on
like a creative man in Joburg has dreads.
I know.
They made him a photographer. I was like, okay.
This is true. Hey, they did.
I mean, they do be having the dreads, but like,
come on, it's the stereotypes that we're trying to run away from. Come on,
especially if it's not good.
Especially if
the hair was good, it wouldn't matter. But the wigs are always a bit of a movie,
and the natural wigs. I'm just that we haven't done exactly. We haven't cracked the natural wig well. So I think. We can just
especially with men. Horrific.
No. There's the like on the Tyler Perry movies
so scary.
with the cornrows.
The cornrow wig cap. It's scary. And that little afro they put on
need it.
Boris Cujo.
We don't need
it's
it.
really
We don't
bad.
need it. We don't need it.
Funny, but bad.
Yeah, no, are we trying to turn the man into a clown or what? Like, are we trying to make him look weird and odd?
He always, no, but you know Tyler Perry's recipe. It's always like light-skinned, blue-collar worker, very attractive man, but he must put him in a distressed kind of wig.
Yeah.
Just like the heroine always has a distressed wig.
Yeah. Yes.
And then
I love
Medea.
the distressed.
Medea's hair is always laid.
Yeah,
Everybody else,
it's
hair of
always,
distress. It's
yeah. Tyler Perry hair.
that's
Museum.
a
He
shock.
deserves
And then
his
the
own
dark guy,
museum.
dark-skinned guy is always like the villain.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
yeah.
Bald-headed.
Last on this category is bald head. Exactly. Because we know who we hate, guys. We know who we hate.
Yeah.
On Tyler, like, yeah. Nomzamo Mbata as well,
Yes.
of course.
Yeah.
Who's played Nandi on Shaga and Tandega on Isbaya. Nomzamo, yes, girl.
Yes. Okay, next category.
Yes.
We want it to be self-referential. So we have the fries of the fries.
Yes, absolutely.
These are our favorite episodes, the favorite shows that we've reviewed.
Yeah.
So we have This Body Works For Me,
Absolutely. That was such a
which
great
was
show.
really great.
Yeah,
It's
really
a reality show. We have
Yes.
This Is Us,
Yeah.
which beautiful.
Yeah, that's
so
our
well
favorite show.
scripted.
Like next to
One of my
Insecure.
favorite shows of all
Yeah,
time.
that
Like
can-
so also just like the writing was so well
Yes.
crafted in that.
Truly.
Then we have, as a movie, we have Moonlight.
We have Moonlight.
But then I also we also have Swarm,
we have Swarm.
co-done by Donald Glover as a
Yes.
limited series. Also, shout out to the limited series because I was thinking about that. The little fires
Yes.
everywhere.
Oh, little fires.
And then what I also
That
put
was
in is
wonderful
I May
writing.
Destroy You was excellent.
Guys, gosh, we haven't
Had to put that in.
Like
That was it. Michaela Cole wrote a really
Michaela
great show.
Cole. Oh no, that was wonderful. And just
Also tough but necessary watch.
Yes, absolutely. I May
Yeah.
Destroy You. Yeah, I'm voting for I May Destroy You. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. So the fries of the fries definitely looks at our criteria as
Yeah.
well. That's our favorite one.
So
Yeah.
what's intersectional?
What's intersectional,
Black
what's doing the work,
excellence,
what's saying
yeah.
something, what's foregrounding femme characters, real storylines, all of that. And then best scripted shows, yes, absolutely. Paradise that we just did.
Yes.
With the
Sterling
White
K.
House
Brown again,
storyline, yes. The whole dystopic storyline.
Yeah,
which I
the world
love.
has exploded. We are now
Yes.
in a cave.
Yeah, and Sterling K. Brown and Dan Fogelman
He's
are
so
a
good.
lovely team. Yes.
Yes.
Shaga Ilembe.
Yes.
Coming back because it's great. Severance, absolutely, guys. Wow, Severance is, though there is a black man on Severance, right? Yeah. The new season looks to be quite full of texture, so yeah, Severance, please, that show is it's a comment on like late capitalism. My favorite thing today, yeah. Shrinking.
Love Shrinking.
Love Shrinking.
It's about therapists and therapy and just like
And-
people.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
just the messy process of therapy.
The messy process. And
Messy.
what would happen if your therapist actually told you what to do?
Yeah. And that
It's a
they're
great
human
premise
as well.
for
They're
the show.
human
Yeah.
And they're like not perfect. Yeah.
Yeah. Severance
Yeah.
is cool. Those two are Apple TV. And then
Lockdown, absolutely. Please. That prison show with all the girlies in there.
it's giving
like
Orange is the New Black.
yes,
us.
it was. But for
You know?
us, absolutely no.
Well, they did
Lockdown
ruin
was in
Orange
there.
is the New Black when they
Oh,
killed
guys,
off Hussein.
Orange. Yeah, that's when I think I
Terrible
stopped
idea.
watching. Yeah, because Orange is the New Black was an era, guys.
It was
When came in,
fantastic.
it was fantastic.
And that was one of the shows that made Netflix.
yeah, that's
like
true,
really big. It was
hey?
one of the first breakout, like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, Netflix originals are like
man,
cool.
Orange. Do I miss Orange? Hey, and we're at
Yeah.
like 5 seasons. It also reminds me of what's that show? I'm forgetting with the white lady who that really. Oh man, it's on the same, but she made in Handmaid's Tale.
Oh,
Handmaid's Tale.
Oof.
Yeah, they were similar in a sense. Just not
Had
similar,
two
but they were in the same era of just like
Yeah.
just the bigness of it. Yeah, like
I remember Handmaids. It's crazy that it's still not done. But also,
can you believe it?
I stopped watching in the pandemic because it just hit too close to home.
It's.
But
apparently the latest season is
there's so many episodes that are now happening in real life, and I'm like, this is too. It's women's reproduction there in America.
Handmaid's Tale was
scary time.
Heavy.
Also, because it feels like it could happen.
Yeah, a lot of it. I think that's why a lot of people
that
just
far
like
removed.
this is so.
Yeah,
and with the GBV, dude, the violence, it's just
even like
it's triggering.
banning abortion rights. I just felt
like
a
in
little bit too.
2025, like
yeah.
And then our cancelled shows, really important to call these out because again, our shows are getting black shows are getting chopped.
Yeah.
For no apparent bloody reason, dude.
Which is a bit sad.
Yeah, it's sad. It's like,
I don't like that.
Do we always have to be begging and chasing for money and, a comment like, I mean, that's when you think of Tyler Perry, even though he's got his own formula, but it's like, it's so important for us to have our own things, man, so that we don't get cancelled,
True.
Because
although he's in trouble now.
Who, Tyler?
Mm-hmm.
Or is it the thing that he's got on Netflix now with Taraji?
Not
because
even
Taraji
for the show, for
always
personal.
Work with Tyler.
One of his actors came out and said he sexually harassed them or something.
Oh, God.
They came out yesterday. Yeah, they're
all coming out. They're all coming out. They're all coming
that were
out,
exchanged that have come out,
God.
and it's a whole thing.
Shocked?
It's an actor a male actor also from the Oval. So that's yeah. Yeah.
There is some
That's
sexual
this week's
repression
news.
going on there with Tyler, definitely.
Definitely, yes.
Definitely.
I still remember the Oprah episode. Definitely, yes.
Oof, and Opes's...
I did always wonder.
Yeah. Oprah's...
Also just
I guess her role in it. I hate it.
But I mean, it is
it.
always weird that he's allergic to black joy and all of his things.
Yeah.
He hates that.
Particularly like black women.
Yeah, he hates joyful. No, you can't be
really.
joyful. Can never be joyful.
Because Taraji...
I'm not even going to watch the straw one with Taraji. I'm not watching that.
And I'm like, Taraji will always work with Tyler Perry.
But apparently he pays people.
Yeah. And that's a thing he does. So, and it's a job.
Tough. Okay, cancel shows.
Yes. Rap shit.
Oh, rap seducer scheme. I miss rap shit.
I miss those girls.
That was sad. That was sad.
Bro,
I really enjoyed rap shit. Also, it ended on, and quite a few of them end on a cliffhanger. So you'll just never know what happens to these people.
We're at the right place where we need to grow these characters.
And it was getting better and better. Rap shit is sad.
Because we didn't find out if we didn't. It was a real cliffhanger.
It was like
it was a real cliffhanger. How Did I Alone?
Yeah, we just did that one as well.
We did with
Natasha Rothwell. Who's also in White Lotus. Yes.
And that won't get cancelled, will it?
No, it won't. It probably won't.
But How Did I Alone was cancelled, and that was a really good. I mean,
it was cool because for me, I'm like, you need wholesome and kind of silly shows, like,
and she is wholesome and silly.
Yes. And did it lean too fantastical that it should have? Yeah,
but she did speak to a lot of like grown black girls
and like
struggling out
second
issues,
chance, vibes.
She really did say a lot. She did say a lot about being like a black sheep in the family. I mean, the storyline with her family was explosive.
That was insane. You catfished your brother on Bumble. That's insane. But also, I was watching an Actors and Actors with her and Sterling K. Brown, actually. It was quite lovely.
The round tables.
No, you know the variety where they get two actors to interview each other?
Oh, yeah, wow.
So the two of them, so they do they're like a few seasons, but it's always like, So they had like Octavia Spencer and Dev Patel, or like
I see.
yeah. So they always just pair
Nice. They
random
just
people
chat with them. I
together,
think
or
that's such a
sometimes they're like
lovely idea.
old co-stars like that
Yeah.
haven't worked together in like 10, 20 years. Or
Yeah.
like, so it's always weird pairings. Yeah. So the latest season came out, but it's all on like YouTube.
Okay.
On Variety's YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they paired Natasha Rothwell with Sterling K. Brown.
Oh, wow.
Which was
Interesting
quite
pair.
nice. I was like, this is quite
Because
nice.
Sterling is also hilarious. He's also a silly
so
guy.
they were
He
quite
is a silly guy.
but
Shout out to being
he
silly.
was just like rom-com, because she said she likes that, and then he was like, if you write it, I will be in it.
I will be watching.
Just happened.
And I will be watching.
Yeah.
Oh, that
So
would
he
be
was like, if you
great.
wait it, I'll be
like a
just
dorky.
whatever it is. He was
I
like,
can already see
put me in.
it.
Yeah, it was cool. It was
I
cool.
love
And I
it.
mean, she wrote almost everybody's favorite episode of Insecure.
She did that
With Laura and
romantic
Issa where they-
episode.
Oh, it was so good. It was
really
so good.
was. And she's
Yeah, so I'm
good,
like, she's a
man.
great writer.
She's a great writer. She's a great
So
writer.
I hope she does something else.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
But we also have Black Lady Sketch Show.
Oof, the girls did a thing with that.
That was really funny.
Black Lady Sketch Show is so legendary, and I just love the fact that it goes on YouTube. Like it doesn't end.
You can
like,
catch
I mean,
the clip.
what's her name? The creator who
I'm
she's
forgetting her name.
and she's just she is a riot. She is just just all the women on Black Lady Sketch Show are just like really outstanding comic actors, and it's always a thing of like women who are funny.
Yes.
Love that category so much because it's also so underrated. So Black Lady Sketch Show
Yes.
is just like hate the fact
Robin.
yes, Thede.
Robin Thede.
Yes, she
I'm always
is
like,
so
today,
crazy.
Thede?
She's so
How do you
crazy.
say this?
I know.
No, yeah, she's crazy.
She's
and I
crazy.
still think of Black Lady Courtroom.
Black
Lady Courtroom. Yes. Okay, and then the final one is ballet.
Oh
Damn.
man,
Also gone. Also on a
kind of-
cliffhanger.
yeah.
A lot of them,
I can't believe it with Ballet because Ballet was
it was
so
really good.
so good, guys.
Yeah.
Why?
And I get that the second
Why?
season
Let
was
us
shaky, but this
know.
third season, like, they brought it back. It was
Yeah.
quite nice.
Okay. Yeah.
Because it's, like season 1 was good.
Season 1 was
2,
amazing. I don't think I saw season 2.
but season 3 was very good again.
Okay.
But it was an interesting retelling of the story.
It
that we
was
all know
wonderful
for me.
adaptation.
Like, it was cool.
And I know, the Smiths or Will Smith was in the writing room as well for that.
blood.
So that helps, I
Yeah.
guess. But like just how they adapted the whole family and they gave us a nice chocolatey.
Especially Carlton.
I mean, especially.
Yeah, they made him very dark.
Carlton.
Very, very
They
dark.
made him an addict.
Yeah.
They made him a little, like those frat boys, those Durban
Yes.
frat boys. Like,
Yeah.
really, like,
Quarter to yacht, bro.
yeah.
Also, how hot Uncle Viv, Aunt Viv and Uncle Phil were.
Listen,
They had great
I mean,
chemistry.
Aunt
Love them.
Viv, love them, and Uncle
Love-
Phil. And,
yes.
we also,
Also,
got
Jeffrey.
Jeffrey as well,
Yeah.
and
Coco Jones as
Coco
Hillary.
Jones,
Yes,
guys.
I liked it.
I liked
Yeah,
it.
I'm kind of a
Come
mad about
on, come on.
Yeah.
Bring
so
it
those
back.
are the cancelled shows.
Yes. And then best character development. Now, best characters, I guess, that we've loved, I guess.
Yes. So Richie from The Bear.
Yeah. Come
he was
on,
paid by
dude.
Ivan was Batrange. I don't know how to say his surname. But Richie.
Richie was amazing.
We
guys.
hated him. He was so annoying.
But that,
Cousin, he was so annoying.
the flip
But-
was incredible.
So good.
Incredible.
So good.
Incredible. I was
Yes.
like, yes, immediately fell in love with him. Immediately. And then everything made sense. Everything
Yes.
about him made sense. When
Yes, like why he is the way he
why
is.
he is the way
and like
he
you
is.
kind of root for him.
Yes,
then.
and his
yeah.
vulnerability, like he was such a vulnerable
He was
character
really
that you
good.
wouldn't have expected to be. He was
Yes.
great. One of my favorite, actually, character developments over
Yes.
there.
And then controversial. Okay, I have two that are mildly controversial.
Yes.
The one is Chidi from The Good Place. I don't know if you ever watched The Good Place. William Jackson Harbour was so irritating. in The Good Place.
He was.
And then at the end I was like, oh,
he was. Oh, Chidi.
you don't have anxiety and you can make decisions now.
And The Good Place.
The Good Place was cool.
Best
Great
scripted.
show.
Also, it just has to go under
Weird.
best scripted.
Great
Like,
show, weird ass
weird
show.
ass show.
But great
Like,
show.
what a premise, dude. What a
Yeah.
premise. And of course, like,
It was so funny.
it
That
was so
was great.
funny. And all the just having what's her name, play God. Both of them.
Maya Rudolph playing
Maya
God.
Rudolph, like, also just Maya Rudolph, please.
Love her.
Oh my
Kristen Bell
gosh.
was also great. in
Yeah.
that. Yeah. And then I have Issa from Insecure. Because think about Issa's character development.
Absolutely. I can't believe I didn't think of Issa.
Because I was like, do I
Issa
put
started
Lawrence or do I put
No,
Issa?
no, Issa.
But I was like, Lawrence had a glow up.
He did
Right.
have a glow up.
He did have a glow up.
did.
But Issa
I love
debatably
talking
had
about
better
Insecure.
character development.
She
'Cause
did.
She was,
she did.
She was messy.
She was messy in the beginning, awkward, most awkward.
Mostly
like
awkward.
That was the awkward,
The
black,
awkward
girl
black girl
that we
came
got
to
in
life.
the beginning.
But then by the
Yes.
time you get to the end, you're like, you really did the
Yeah.
block party.
Yeah,
you
and
really
she really
you got yourself together, man.
You know,
Like,
she really
you fixed
kind
your
of-
life.
Yeah, you fixed your life.
You
achieved
addressed
your
things in your
goals.
friendship with Molly, like,
with Molly as
you
well.
you really.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I was like, okay, Is like,
I love that. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Issa. No, I
season
love
one,
that.
Issa is not season 5, Issa.
But she's my favorite. I see, and I mean, you know, Insecure, flowers for days. But just even, I'm still rooting even for season 1 Issa. You know, like
Yeah,
she was
true.
such.
Yes.
Just because Issa's whole thing was to show like almost like the human face of black people,
Yes.
like just black people being human and
Yes.
flawed and human
and
and
being
flawed.
insecure. Yes.
Yeah, you know, and yeah, she kind of then got so much, so empowered. She got messy. She was cheating, but then she was like, you know, I'm just gonna get mine, and like her career, her friendships, her romantic relationships, everything.
Yes. Do you have anyone for character
I
development?
think I've got quite a few people here, but I'm gonna put Tembinkosi Mtembu played Dingizwayo on Shaga. I think his character was interesting with Dingizwayo on Shaga.
Yeah, that was really good.
I mean, it could be Shaga, but I feel like his character was quite, because he was running for most of the show. Like he was running away from his crazy dad.
It'll be interesting to see where that goes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So I'm interested in that. And I do want to shout out Pray Tell from Pose, of course. I have to. He was,
And the category is.
And the category is, please. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Okay,
character
let's
development.
run
Okay,
into
we're gonna run into
music.
ensemble cast is the last. Ensemble cast is the last one for film, and then we're gonna run through
then
the
we're gonna
music.
run into
Okay,
music.
ensemble
Please,
cast.
you guys.
Abbott Elementary.
Oh, the best show ever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so good.
About work, about you know, those kind of mockumentaries, like The Office. It's kind of a modern The Office,
Yeah.
but it is so removed from The Office in the sense that we're in the classroom. It's teaching. It's these teachers,
And the
It's
kids are
like-
so
and the
funny as
kids
well.
Are amazing.
I love the kids.
Yeah, and all the teachers too. Like all of
Yeah.
them are so like Barbara. All of them,
Come
they're
on,
crazy. I love
Principal
them.
Ava. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
So we have that. We also have adulting
Yes,
as best
absolutely.
ensemble
I don't know
cast
why I don't have it
because
on my
I
here.
believe those ones were friends.
No, the chemistry was amazing with those
I believe
guys.
that they
it
were
was
friends.
crazy. It was yeah, the boys were friends and they were all so different. They all complemented one another.
Yes.
It was a really great show. Adulting was a great show.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then we have Pose as an oldie.
Absa.
We loved Pose.
Oof, yeah. I'm just like, oh, Pose was amazing. Poses, yeah, absolutely. Pose
Yeah.
ensemble, yes.
And then Shaka Ilembe, of
Yes,
course.
absolutely.
You know why? Great
You know
period
why?
piece.
Great period piece.
Yeah. And then
then-
the bear. Do we want to put the bear in there?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah,
You had,
the
I don't
bear.
know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely, the bear.
And then, okay, we're going to run into music. So
Yeah, that's
we have
what
3
it
categories for
is.
music.
We do.
How we're going to measure this. Okay, so I'll tell you what I looked at, and then you can say what you looked at.
absolutely.
So in the 3
We can
categories,
do that. Yeah.
we have best musician of all time.
This was a tough one. The music one
so hard.
was tough.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it was best musician of all time, best musician now, and best local live. So
Yeah.
I looked at delivery, both in studio and live on stage, concerts in real life. I looked at the vocals because I will always be old school about the craft, the
Yes.
vocals
Hallelujah.
and the songwriting. Not necessarily if the person wrote the song,
But the song,
Yeah.
right.
and then performance with like feeling. Well, deliver. I called it delivery, which would be like performance, the feeling that you get.
Yes,
How somebody
absolutely.
emotes.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Emoting is important.
Yes. Emoting is
Yeah.
key.
Okay, what did you look at before we get into it? How did
Similar
you?
type of thing. Craft. Songwriting, voice, delivery. And yeah, man, I think impact, is also impact, sort of emotional impact, because I can't
Okay.
necessarily, there is a political impact, but like the emoting, I feel like you have, it's the difference, I guess, between, and I don't want to now start putting people up against each other, but like the difference for me personally between Zoe Modicha's emoting and maybe Rihanna's emoting, and there's always a thing around like pitting international and local artists against one another, but it is something I looked at, like how do they make me feel? Yeah, how do they make me feel?
Okay, so let's go one for one. So we're gonna do best
Okay.
musician of all time.
Sure, let's do that then.
Go one for one and keep it tight because we're
Out of time. We've got
Okay.
5 minutes.
Okay.
Musician of all
Yes,
time.
yeah.
What's your? Because we've got
Okay,
8
so
in this
my
category,
one. So I have Mariah Carey.
Of course you do.
Okay, she's one of my favorite songwriters ever.
Yes.
Never mind the 90 number ones and multiple awards, but
Yeah.
and
And the Christmas jams. The box.
the Christmas jams. But she knows how to write a song.
Mm-hmm.
She knows how to introduce words that I've never heard of.
Yeah. The songwriting
chorus.
is great.
The songwriting is incredible.
Yeah.
The range of her voice. And I feel like very
range
few
is interesting,
artists
yeah.
have been active and relevant in every decade.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. So that's my first one. What's your first?
My first one has got to be Quincy Jones. Okay?
Oh,
Because
that wasn't only on my list. Okay.
you're like, Quincy, the songwriting, the production, and I'll always be a production head, though I love voice, but I'm like, the composers doing, it's Quincy, right? Like he's done ads, he's done soundtracks, he's worked with the most amazing voices. He's developed the most amazing voices. So as a mentor, just like as a as a godfather of the industry.
Yes.
Yes.
Ooh, okay, this is
Yes.
tough. My next one, Aretha Franklin.
Oh,
I don't even have to say much. Debatably, one of the best voices of all time.
yeah.
Emoting.
She wrote the book.
Emoting.
Yeah.
Man, like learning, a lot of people listened to her.
Yeah.
In a similar way, people would like listen to an Ella Fitzgerald, whatever. She just has one of those voices
And
where
she's
like
a church girl
people
as well,
study
yeah.
it
Yeah.
from the church to the jazz
Yes.
to the
Yes.
queen of soul.
Yes, to the king of soul.
Just there's so many. Yeah, the
Yeah.
discography is there.
It is. The archive
It's
exists.
just
it's
she's one of
alive.
those people,
and it's
she
going.
opens her mouth and you feel
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All she has to do is go. And you just
Yes. Yeah.
And I love, Aretha. It's also just, I have to shout out in music, just the foundation of church and choir.
Yeah.
It makes such a difference.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I guess maybe
Oh, you
even
can tell?
studying music, it makes a difference, it does. It does make
Learning
a
how to
difference.
sing in church.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Aha.
yeah.
Listen.
Because you have
honey.
to sing in front of a
Yeah,
congregation.
you have to sing for the Lord. You have to get people going, okay? You have to inspire them,
Yes.
okay? Mine,
Mhm.
D'Angelo.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Oh, this is going to be tough.
Ooh, D'Angelo is a multi-instrumentalist, okay? And he is a lyricist of note, and he doesn't pronounce his words.
No, the enunciation's not there.
It doesn't
Half the time
exist.
we're like, huh? What?
But the song that you then listen to the songs, they're amazing. They're
Yeah.
amazing. The lyricism is there, and the voice and the natural talent, the craft is there with D'Angelo. He's just, oh man, he's my R&B go-to forever and ever and ever and ever. Yeah. Soul, neo soul. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So
we've got
so we have 2 left. Okay. You know what? Where did I write this down? I'm losing my place now. Oh, I had a debate around whether choosing Whitney because the voice.
Yeah.
But I ended up going with Beyonce.
Yes.
Best performer of all time.
Okay.
Like ever.
Yes.
Best performer of all time.
Mm-hmm.
From being in a girl group from Destiny's Child days, solid.
Yeah.
All the way to B-Day, Renaissance, Dreamgirls, Cowboy Carter.
Yeah.
Very solid discography.
Yeah.
Great voice.
Yeah.
Also knows how to emote.
Yeah. Absolutely. Bro.
Just makes me feel joy.
Yeah.
In so many ways.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Gosh, I'm so sad we're running out of time. I feel like this should be its own part as well. But let's just run through. I've got Busi Mhlongo and Brenda Fassie, of course.
Okay.
Busi, you know, just... Yeah, like Brenda and Busi exist in the same idea for me. Like they exist in the same world for me, just like our own voices, powerful vocal with Brenda, powerful sort of like craft with Busi, and guitar playing with Busi as well, the instrumentalism. So those are mine. Yeah.
Okay, flip my last one. Stevie Wonder.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
Running quickly
and we all know
through.
why it's Stevie Wonder.
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
You can give us something.
I'll give you something. Stevie Wonder, also multi-instrumentalist.
Yes.
Incredible songwriter.
Yeah.
Has a voice that
the harmonica.
Yeah. Has a voice that is honestly just feels so melodic.
Yeah.
And Stevie Wonder sounds so soulful, so melodic.
Yeah.
That album run he had in the 70s. But just genuinely, he's written arguably some of my favorite songs of all time. Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Okay.
Best music. Should we just run through this?
We're just going to go through our 4.
Name them. Hey.
Yes.
Best musicians now for me is Nonku Phiri, absolutely. Frank Ocean.
Ooh.
Tyler the Creator.
Okay.
And I feel like I had someone else in there, but you can go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have Kendrick Lamar.
Yes.
Anderson .Paak. Because he can do so many different things.
I love
Not
Anderson.
a lot of people can do that many different things like Anderson .Paak. Drumming while singing, just the hand-eye coordination.
Yeah. I mean.
And then I have Manana.
Oh,
yes. The emoting, the performance, the songwriting.
It's one of my favorites.
Whether it's the Seba Kapstad, whether it's here. And then the 4th person for me is Cleo Soul.
Yeah.
Healing. Oh my God.
You know, Desire.
I love Cleo Soul.
Yeah.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yes.
I think that's it for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And the final category
Best local live, which
these
is
are
a
the
nice
people
category.
we've seen on stage.
Yeah.
Or we'd like to see people who just have the thing, who have
who
presence
are doing
on
nice
stage,
things, and it's
who make their music sound better on stage. Who just it feels magnetic, electric.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start. Zoe Mudicha.
100%. Wow.
Gonna give it up for the R&B girlies. Fila La La.
Oh yeah.
So good. So good.
Absolutely.
And then Andile Yanana. And I think I was reminded again because I just saw him.
Yeah.
Very good at creating an intergenerational conversation with jazz.
Yeah. True.
And it feels like straight jazz.
Yeah. She doesn't, it's not like a little adaptation, a little pop thing. It is jazz.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, you go. I'm forgetting.
Okay. Malcolm Gianni, who I saw. Oh, Malcolm Gianni is wonderful.
Yes.
And he works really well with Nonku Phiri.
Yes.
Tandi Nduli, always and forever, my girl. Ngiyakuthanda, sithanda swam.
Yes.
And then Desire, Maria,
yes.
when he was at the theater, that was amazing. And Sia Makuzeni as well, where she was recently at that like amphitheater jazz festival. She's just she's like a fairy jazz singer, you know. She just does she does break the rules of jazz, but also is so rooted in the craft and the academics of it as well. So
yes. Yeah. Oh, my last one. Tiny Summers. Why?
Oh, what?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Queen,
Electric on stage.
Kinta.
She is a rock. Tandy Summers is a rock star.
She is a rock star. Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Oh my
Absolutely.
gosh. Okay. So vote for these. We'll put them up on our socials.
Yes,
we'll open
guys.
Up the polls.
Yeah.
We'll tell you for how long.
Keep you
And then
updated.
we'll come back.
Yeah.
Maybe with some guests.
Yeah.
For a final episode
Absolutely.
to choose the winners.
Yes.
But the Black Sterring Awards are coming.
They are, yay.
To a screen near you.
To a
Thank you for
screen near
listening.
you.
We're over time.
We're over time.
But
Bye.
yay, we finished. Okay, see you next time. Bye.